Hello， 大家好，又嚟到我哋嘅薩滿 Channel 啦。Hello， 咁我哋今日咧想同 Daniel 講下關於佢藏傳佛教裏邊咧，有啲人會話係黑教，但係其實咧係西藏裏邊傳統嘅本教啊，即係西藏最傳統嗰個宗教信仰啦，或者佢哋西藏原住民，甚至蒙古有啲地方都係嘅。咁啊，等阿 Daniel Darby 講多啲，了解多啲，因為喺坊間其實好少呢啲資料嘅。So we would like to invite you to talk about the Pombo 本教。
Okay.
Your own experience or how the background of it?
I learned about Bön or Bonpo in 1983, 1984.
喺1983年、1984年嘅時候咧 ，Daniel Darby 就開始去接觸到呢個本教啦。
I went to a seminary and got a degree in theology.
佢就去一個神學嘅學位嘅時候，一個研討會。
One of the students at the seminary heard the name Bonpo.
一個學生喺嗰度聽到本教呢個名，
and was curious as to what it was.
就想了解下係乜嘢嘢嚟啦。
So he did a search of what's called the Library of Congress.
Library of Congress?
Yes.
佢就
It's the biggest library in the world.
就去全世界最大個圖書館去揾資料。
And he found one book
只係揾到一本書
on Bonpo.
關於本教嘅。
It was a book that was about that thick
仲要係好薄依依嘅喎。
and had a little bit of information but not a lot.
得好少資料，唔係好多嘅。
And in the back of the book, there was an address for a monastery in Manri, India.
喺書後邊就有個地址係喺北印度嘅，係一個修道院。
Now the reason he was curious, our teacher, Rosalind Briere, channels a Bonpo master called Master Chang.
佢嘅老師直屬老師
Rosalind Briere.
Rosalind Briere 就係channel 咗一個本教嘅老師。
And we'd been receiving Bön teachings for 3 or 4 years.
咁3-4年嘅期間咧，就佢哋透過呢個 channeling 咧，去學咗好多關於本教嘅嘢。
And at times you kind of scratch your head, is this stuff real?
嗰時佢就開始拗頭啦，話呢啲嘢係咪真嘅咧 channel 落嚟？
Or is it someone's imagination?
淨係一啲人幻想出嚟嘅咧？
So he set off for this book. He found the address.
咁佢就揾個地址。
So he wrote a letter
佢就寫個信
talking about Rosalind, Master Chang, our seminary.
OK， 咁佢就講關於呢個研討會啦，佢直屬老師啦，同埋 channel 咗叫 Master Chang，
And sent the letter off.
就寄嗰封信過去嗰個印度嗰度。
6 months later,
6個月之後咧，
a package arrives in the mail.
咁有一個郵件寄翻過嚟咯喎。
And in the package are scrolls that have been written in ancient Tibetan.
咁咧就係一個古代藏文嘅卷軸啊。
That were 100 questions to validate Master Chang as being a Bön master.
咁就去有百幾條問題去測試下嗰個 Master Chang， 講緊 Master Chang 係嗰個本教嘅祖師爺。
Now obviously Rosalind doesn't read ancient Tibetan.
係好明顯 Rosalind 即係佢老師咧係唔識得睇梵文古代嘅藏文嘅。
So they had to find somebody to translate it.
咁佢就要揾啲人去翻譯嗰啲古藏文。
And it took about 6 months, but Master Chang answered all of the questions in English.
咁咧翻譯晒之後咧，咁佢 channel 嘅 Master Chang 咧就用英文答翻晒嗰百幾題嘅問題。
And they packaged it all up and they sent it back.
咁就包翻落個包嗰度，寄翻過去北印度 Love India right？
Yeah.
包翻去北印度。
6 months later,
6個月之後啦，
a group of Bonpo monks show up on the doorstep of our seminary.
咁咧佢哋喺開研討會嘅時候咧，突然間一紮本教嘅僧侶咧企咗喺門口喎。
There to honor Master Chang as a true Bonpo master.
佢哋去 honour 佢哋去榮耀呢個 Master Chan 係一個真嘅本教嘅上師。
I guess he answered enough of the questions.
可能佢答啱晒啲問題啦，唔知點解佢哋都唔知。
So at that point，
喺嗰時咧，
there was one Bön monastery，
一個本教嘅寺院
16 geishas, which are full Bön monks.
16
16.
16有60個嘅僧侶。
And about 30 orphans.
Orphans？
Yeah.
有30
Children that have no parents.
OK 有30個孤兒。
And so our seminary spread the word out, and we started sending money to support the Bonpo monastery.
咁佢嗰時咧就開始幫個寺院啦，幫嗰度嘅僧人啦同埋孤兒啦。
We continue to receive teachings from Master Chang.
咁佢嘅透過 channeling 去 receive 接收個 Master Chang 嘅
Now
教
this
育
was
啦。
1984, 85.
咁1985年、84年嘅。
So now let's jump ahead 13, 14 years.
咁跳翻13、14年。
Now we're at 1998.
而家去到1988年。
I've
1988
graduated. I'm living in Hong Kong working.
1988年嘅時候咧，阿 Daniel 已經喺香港做緊嘢啦，畢咗業㗎啦。
And I get an invitation from my seminary.
咁佢喺嗰個學習嗰度就請翻佢翻去啦。
Tibetan Buddhism has heads of each sect.
喺藏傳佛教裏邊有唔同嘅教嘅。
Dalai Lama is head of the yellow sect.
達賴喇嘛就係黃教啦。
Karmapa is head of the red sect.
大寶法王。
大寶法王就係
白啊。
白教，大寶法王係白教。
And then the Bön are the black sect.
本教就係 Bön 啦。
就
黑教啦。
And the head of the Bön sect, he's just a geisha like everybody else. He's just a Rinpoche.
佢哋即係本教個阿頭咧，就好似其他藏傳即係正式認證為藏傳佛教嗰啲阿頭咁咧，都係一個類似寧波車咁樣嘅存在嚟嘅。
So I get an invitation that the head of the black sect is coming to our seminary to hold a ceremony to honor Rosalind as being the only living Bön oracle in the world today.
咁佢哋就點解送咗一堆人過嚟咧？就係話佢哋要做一個儀式。咁頭先有提過 Daniel 個老師啦，阿 Rosalind 啦係可以收到阿 Master Chang 嘅信息㗎嘛。咁佢哋就嚟認證佢係現存世上唯一仲在生嘅神諭師，即係佢本教嘅神諭師。
So all of the graduates from the seminary are invited to the ceremony.
所有喺 Daniel 嗰度一齊學習、一齊畢咗業嘅人咧，係都被邀請去嗰個儀式嗰度。
So I talked to that crazy British woman.
咁 Daniel 就同佢提過嗰個瘋狂嘅英國女人啦，
And she
即
says,
係
"Go."
佢太太就話你去啦咁樣。
So I buy a ticket and I go to California.
所以阿 Daniel 就買張機票啦，就去咗加州。
And I go to 4 days of ceremony.
咁去咗一個4日嘅儀式。
Okay. During this time, I'm going through these 4 days of ceremony.
呢4日儀式之中咧
Helen is going through her own magical process.
Helen 都其實喺嗰啲咩 spiritual 咧都發生緊一啲嘢嘅。
And I go to the ceremonies.
Daniel 去儀式。
And as part of a thank you for our seminary supporting the Bön monasteries,
佢係其實一種感謝，去俾佢去學嘢嘅地方咧，去俾翻本教嗰邊嘅。
so in 1998, there are now 13 Bön monasteries.
喺1998年嘅時候咧，有13間本教嘅寺院，
There are almost 300 orphans,
有300個孤兒，
and there's over 40 geishas,
有
or 40 full Bön monks.
44。
Yeah.
40 full born。
Right.
OK， 40個完全畢咗業嘅本教嘅老師。
And that was partially because of the financial support my seminary had sent.
咁其實有部分咧都係Daniel 去學嘢嗰間中心咧去捐助，而令到咁多孤兒啊可以生活啊好多學員啊即係本教學員可以畢業咁樣。
So they held the ceremony, honored Rosalind as a Bön oracle.
所以本教嗰邊咧就進行一個儀式去認證佢老師 Rosalind 係一個本教嘅神諭師。
And as a thank you for the support that they had been given, they showed us how to do a Bön abundance pot.
咁作為一個答謝啦，咁嚟到做儀式嘅人咧，亦都展示俾佢哋學校睇點樣做一個嗰個嘅豐盛寶瓶嘅儀式。
And they did an abundance pot for all of us that were at that ceremony.
咁佢哋亦都同時間為每一個在場嘅人做咗一個寶瓶嘅。
My abundance pot that was done by the Bön
Daniel 嗰個咧，嗰個
abbot is still sitting on my altar at home today, working very well. Thank
仲
you.
喺佢個壇上邊嘅，仲喺佢屋企個壇上邊。
And in my training, in my teaching, you can't do something, as Helen said at another time, you have to add something to it.
佢話即係佢哋喺 Daniel 同 Helen 個理念入邊啦，佢哋做嘢咧係唔可以就咁，即係佢唔會就咁發生嘅，係要加啲嘢入去嘅。
So the ceremony I do, which I call an abundance pot,
咁所以 Daniel 做呢個財富寶瓶嘅時候咧，
is part Bön,
係有一部分係本教，
part Native American,
有一部分係佢傳承嘅北美印第安，
part Celtic,
仲有塞爾特，
and part Wiccan.
又有魔法嘅傳統嘅。
So these are all traditions I was trained in, so I brought what I know to the ceremony.
因為佢哋相信係即係做，譬如你要去做一樣嘢係要加入自己一啲嘢落去嘅，咁所以佢就將佢學習嘅傳統都加入去啦。
I've now been doing this ceremony at different places in Asia for over 20 years.
佢話Daniel 已經將呢個寶瓶儀式咧喺亞洲唔同嘅地方做咗20年啦。
Primarily Hong Kong, but we've done them in Taiwan, Malaysia, Singapore, anywhere else?
Japan?
No, not in Japan.
咁佢話主要香港
Australia.
香港做得最多啦，又有馬來西亞啦、新加坡啦、台灣啦，仲有澳洲添。
Because I taught Trish to do them, and she did them in Australia.
因為佢教嗰個 Trish 嘅人去做，咁佢就喺澳洲做咁樣。
Trish was a former apprentice of mine.
Oh, was that the lady we met last time during his course? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
係咁係。Trish 就係佢一個遇到嘅人啦。
Did you ever meet Trish
Yeah.
Curdy? Yeah.
Yeah, also I
That's
met her
been
last-
10 years ago, though.
Yeah, in your shop.
Yeah.
阿 Trish 咧就係Daniel 以前嘅一個學徒啦，咁澳洲 she is from Australia.
Yes.
咁喺澳洲嘅，咁佢就會做一啲關於Stone people 嘅 accents
Yeah.
the sound healing，咁做一啲聲音療愈做一啲精accent 嗰啲石頭精油嗰啲。
Okay, a little more to the story.
我哋過去講多啲。
So they do an abundance pot for us. They show us how to do the ceremony. And while I'm there, I get a phone call.
咁佢做緊儀式嘅時候就收到
I get a phone call from Hong Kong.
香港嘅人打電話俾佢。
And someone calls me up and say, Helen's been going through her own magical experience.
Helen 自己喺佢嘅神奇經驗入邊啦，
And I might want to come back to Hong Kong and help her with it.
佢想翻嚟香港幫 Helen 啊。
A couple of weeks before I went to the US for this ceremony, we had gone to Thailand for a holiday.
佢哋去Daniel 去美國加州嗰個儀式之前咧，佢同 Helen 去完泰國度假嘅。
And we went up to Chiang Mai and went going through the jungles.
佢哋去清邁嗰啲森林嗰度玩啦，
Riding on a raft, riding on elephants.
騎大象嗰啲咯。
And while we were there, Helen had I repeat, one mosquito bite.
Helen 嗰時有一隻蚊咬過佢嘅啫。
And when I get this call, they say, Helen's going through a wonderful malaria experience.
咁佢喺收到香港嘅電話就話 Helen 有一個瘧疾啊 Marie。
When I left, we just thought she had kind of the flu.
嗰時以為佢感冒嘅就係佢Daniel 飛美國嘅時候。
And a doctor actually came to see her at the house.
咁個醫生就嚟睇佢
And told her she just had the flu.
就話其實佢係感冒嘅啫，咁冇乜嘢嘅。
And she started having hallucinations.
就開始有幻象啦，因為呢個瘧疾。
And a friend of ours took her to her local Chinese doctor, a Western doctor, but she was Chinese.
咁就帶佢睇一個西醫啦。
Doctor named Dr. Abby. And Dr. Abby took one look at Helen and said, "You're in the hospital now."
咁一個醫生一見到佢就話：你去醫院啦。
She was dehydrated. She was running a fever.
佢有發燒啦，有脱水啦。
Seeing weird stuff.
又睇到啲奇怪嘢啦。
And they took her to the hospital.
就帶咗去醫院啦。
They ran a blood test on her.
就同佢做測驗血。
And they discovered she had malaria.
咁就發現佢有瘧疾啦。
It was fortunately what they call slow malaria.
係慢性嘅。
Which takes a long
瘧
time.
疾。咁好耐嘅。
They broke into a pharmacy in the middle of the night on a Sunday night to get the medication for the malaria because they didn't have any at the hospital.
咁佢哋就要去星期日夜晚去攞嗰啲藥咯，因為醫院冇嗰啲。
And fortunately, she came out the other side very nicely.
好彩好返咯。
But she had to report to the Hong Kong government for the next 6 months and have her blood taken to
所以之後嗰6個月咧就要同
show she didn't have any more malaria.
繼續驗血話俾佢聽已經冇瘧疾啦。
So, learning how to do abundance pots
就學點樣整呢個聚
had
寶
some
盤，
interesting twists and turns to it.
就有啲奇怪嘅嘢喺入邊嘅。
And my seminary is still in touch.
Sacrifice with ceremony,
Yeah.
關於儀式嘅犧牲可能係。
My seminary is still in touch with Bön monasteries, still supporting them.
佢嘅學校咧依然同本教嘅寺院一齊工作啦，繼續支持緊佢哋嘅。
And Rosalind is still the only Bön oracle in the world today.
佢嘅老師 Rosalind 亦都係一個唯一嘅本教嘅神諭師。
I think that's about all I can think of for the story.
呢個就係Daniel 同本教。
Oh, one other thing. We all live happily ever after.
然之後佢同Helen 就好開心、好愉快咁樣去生活啦。So you think the Marian because of learning the abundance pot?
Say that again.
The Marian of Helen is related to the ceremony of learning making abundance pot?
Well, I've learned over the years that very often when you do ceremony, a sacrifice has to be made.
咁我頭先問咧，關於Helen 得到嘅瘧疾係咪真係關呢個Daniel 去美國跟本教嘅人去學整聚寶盤事咧？咁Daniel 就話其實所有儀式都係以佢認知嘅話係一個犧牲 ，so sacrifice and get what you want.
Yeah, sometimes you might cut yourself and you have to lose some blood.
有時可能切親手啦，個犧牲。
Sometimes you might get burnt.
有時可能係辣親啦。
Sometimes people may get sick.
有時有啲人會病喺儀式入邊。
So, thank you, Helen, wherever you are, for getting sick so I could learn the abundance pot.
咁Daniel 就話：多謝 Helen 啊！如果你唔係病咗咧，我都學唔到呢個 abundance pot 就係聚寶盤啊。
Actually, she's right here.
其實Helen 喺我哋錄影附近嘅。
Yep, that's about it.
Okay. 我哋佢有冇嘢想
So, Bön is a part of the spiritual path you have taken, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what in particular, how does it inspire you?
What inspired me the most is the Native American medicine wheel, as I teach it and as I use it, has 4 primary colors on it: yellow, red, black, white. It has 9 points, 8 around the circle and 1 in the center.
咁我就問Daniel，咁本教係其中一個學習嘅道路啦，咁佢有乜嘢即係啟發你啊咁樣？咁佢就話佢做一個對比啦，譬如 美國原住民嘅藥輪咧，就主要有4隻顏色啦。咁但係同埋9個點啦，8個喺外邊，1個喺中間啦。
And at each of those 9 points on the medicine wheel,
喺嗰9個點，
there's another medicine wheel.
每個都有另一個藥輪嘅。
And each of those medicine wheels have 9 points on them.
嗰9個藥輪仲每個有9個點。
What really interested me in the Bön Po,
而本教令佢啟發嘅嘢咧，
the Bön have what is called the 9 ways.
本教亦都有個9條道路嘅。
And in each of the 9 ways,
而嗰9條路之中，
there are 9 ways.
每一條都有9條路。
And in a Bön temple,
喺一個本教嘅寺院入邊，
they have 4 pillars:
有4條柱，
yellow, red, black, white.
黃、紅、黑、白就同美國原住民嘅顏色係大致都相同嘅，即係有啲部落唔係啦，但係
And
大
each
致
of those pillars has a dragon wrapped around it.
每一條柱都有條龍圍住嘅。
The pillar is the male, the dragon is the female.
條柱代表男，條龍代表女。
This is what the Native Americans call Great Spirit and Sacred Mystery.
好，咁就係美國原住民就用大靈同埋大嘅
神聖嘅奧秘。
神聖嘅奧秘去講呢兩樣嘢嘅。
So what I'm trying to say is there was so much similarity between the Native American and the Bön Po.
所以佢就覺得哇，點解可以有咁相似嘅地方咧？嗰兩個傳統。
And the Bön Po were really good at wee wong wong.
同埋本教咧，佢即係佢話咧就好叻做啲 wee 運嘢嘅。
So I was interested in what they had to teach.
所以佢就好奇啦咁樣。係。
So that's why I was interested.
所以佢就有興趣。
And we were able to get direct teachings from Master Chang.
同埋佢又可以得到Master Chang 嘅直接教導。
Yeah, Master Chang is a 4,500-year-old Bön Po master.
佢提過嘅張大師咧係4500年前嘅大師嚟㗎啦。
See, as Rosalind would say, there's 2 types of people.
Rosalind 話有2種人。
Long time dead, short time dead.
死咗好耐同埋啱啱死。
Anybody who is less than 200 years dead is short time dead.
OK， 200年內死嘅人就叫做啱啱死。
Anyone who's over 200 years is long time dead.
如果耐過200年就係長時間死咗。
So you want to listen more to people that are long time dead.
佢就話你會中
They have more wisdom.
你咧應該聽多啲死咗好耐嘅人講嘅，因為佢哋有多啲智慧嘅。
And I've had some interesting experiences with not just Master Chang, but there's 4 or 5 beings that work with Master Chang.
Daniel 自己咧就除咗同阿張大師有特別即係佢嘅感覺之外咧，佢對於張大師身邊有4個位同佢一齊工作嘅靈都有啲交往嘅交流。
And I've been to many week-long retreats with Rosalind from the seminary.
Daniel 老師亦都同個 Rosalind 去一啲1個星期長嘅閉關啊咁樣嘅。
And usually at those retreats, she'll channel Master Chang at least one time.
而通常喺每一個嗰啲閉關咧，Rosalind 都會通靈咧，就叫阿 Master Chang 落嚟嘅。
And sometimes some of those other beings will show up.
而同時間有陣時有其他傳友都會出現嘅。
The only way I can describe this.
佢話唯一去形容呢樣嘢咧。
Do you know what the color of emerald is?
Yeah, green.
But that green, sparkly, vibrant color.
OK， 佢就話問我哋知唔知綠寶石嗰種閃靈靈嗰種特別嘅綠係點樣？
One of the beings that associates with Master Chang
佢話其中一個傳友同 Chang 大師一齊嘅。
looks like an emerald flame.
就好似
And I mean, it manifests. You see it.
OK，佢淨係見到 佢有綠色好似綠寶石嘅火焰咁樣嘅嗰個傳友。
It's one of those things that when it happens, after it's all done, you go, did that really just happen? Did I really just see that?
係佢話，即係睇完你都會懷疑人生我到底睇咗啲咩咧？係咪真係出現
And
過咧？
I've seen that twice.
佢係睇咗2次，見到2次。
The other thing I've seen after Rosalind channels those beings,
而Rosalind 通靈叫咗嗰啲傳友嚟嘅時候，
I've seen her, she'll hold her hand like this.
佢會咁樣揸住隻手啦。
And she can make it grow.
The hand,
The arm.
the arm.
She'll hold it like this, and the arm will go.
佢話咧咁樣捉住隻手
Just
臂
like
會
this.
伸長嘅。
It stretches. It stretches 4 or 5 inches.
係會伸長4至5寸嘅。
Now, maybe I was under mass hallucination or something, but I've seen that arm stretch.
佢話可能都係一
3 or
啲
4 times.
幻象嘅影響啦，不過佢係真係見過幾次隻手咁樣伸長嘅。
This is some of that crazy stuff the Bonpo do.
I believe。佢話
So do
呢
I.
啲係其中一啲例子，本教可以做到一啲特別嘢出嚟啦咁樣。
The Bonpo are really good at what Native Americans call journeying, getting out of their bodies and going somewhere else.
本教另一樣好叻嘅嘢就係做類似遊歷或者出體啦。
And that's part of what I was taught in my Native American training also. So there's a lot of similarities.
咁 Daniel 就喺北美嘅印第安傳統都學過薩滿遊歷啦，咁佢覺得呢兩種文化又係好多共通點。
One last thing. Find a picture of a full-blooded Tibetan.
揾一張相係嗰叫咩？完全係西藏人血統嘅人。
And a picture of a full-blooded Navajo Indian.
揾一個完全Navajo 呢個族嘅印第安人。
And put them together.
擺埋一齊。
And they will look no different.
係好似嘅，直情係一模一樣嘅。
Coincidence, maybe.
係咪巧合咧？可能咯。
Have you heard about myth? They said they cross over the love point
Yep.
and then they go to the Sedona or Navajo plain.
Okay. That's not what the Navajo say.
This not
No.
Navajo say?
What the Navajo say is when that bridge was there, the Navajo crossed from North America to Tibet.
咁其實個神話咧就係講 Navajo 嘅時候咧，就係穿過
That's right.
北極嗰個位置去到西藏嘅，咁就唔係 Navajo 嘅傳統嘅。What I heard is the different version.
Yeah. Now, there's another thing. Have you ever seen a bone or a Bonpo sand mandala?
咁就問大家有冇見過本教嘅沙壇城？
Have you ever?
Yes, I see about it's not Pombo, it's from the other Tibetan Buddhists.
But the bone do incredible, beautiful sand mandalas.
佢話本教做一啲好細緻、好
For their
嘅
ceremonies.
沙壇城，為咗佢哋儀式。
You know who else does sand mandalas?
佢話知唔知仲有咩人做沙壇城啊？
The Navajo.
就係 Navajo。
And you cannot tell the difference between a bone sand mandala or a Navajo sand mandala.
佢話兩個相似嘅程度係兩種沙壇城相似嘅
So
程度
they do the
係
same.
睇唔出有分別。
Very similar. So I think the Navajo did go to Tibet. Myself.
咁 Daniel 就相信係Navajo 嘅人好耐以前係去咗西藏嘅。
And also there are some myths that the white buffalo woman is Kuan Yin.
Mm-hmm.
咁啊有啲人亦都講白水游女神咧就係而家藏傳佛教嘅觀音。
I think Kuan Yin, the Native Americans have another name for her. It's called White Buffalo Calf Woman.
我諗咧，阿 Daniel 就話咁其實觀音咧係北美原住民裏邊有個新嘅名俾佢咧，就係白水游女神咯。
So the reason I was drawn to Bonpo, there was so much similarity between them and the Native Americans and the medicine wheel, and I was being pulled in that direction. So I was also pulled in the direction of Bon or
So
Bonpo.
because the energy attracts the similar thing
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
因為能量係互相吸引。
咁 Daniel 就話因為覺得本教同 北美原住民嘅傳統實在太多相似之處，佢就不自覺咁樣吸引咗埋去本教嗰度去了解啦。
Okay, I think I'm about done. I hope I didn't bore anybody.
I love this.
You were gonna say you love me?
Both.
Oh, okay. Thank
How about
you.
you? 好，咁我哋下一集再同大家見面啦。好多謝大家，拜拜。